Yeah. No, not good, is it? Shall we do a spin the wheel, Sam? Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, and we need the iPad, Emily, as well, please. Oh, iPad's here. You give it to Sam. Oh, it's set up.
Yes.
Lovely. Thank you. Just ticked over that yard arm. Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you had a fabulous show with our Amanda. Those mystery boxes are really good value, aren't they? I think I might have to have a few of those myself, like I need any more stuff, but hey ho. Can't take it with you, can you? Right, let me introduce you to the team at this hour. We've got Emily. There you are. Look, there she is. On cameras, we've got our Sam. Whoop, whoop.
Morning.
Afternoon.
Morning.
Morning, no it is. Afternoon. That's the one, Sam. I tell you, we're all so busy, we don't know what time of day it is. But welcome to this live hour. This is going to be fabulous. And we have some crazy deals for you, which is really exciting. And I got to go into the warehouse and choose a couple of them. I know, so they're really, really good deals. We also have what's left of our Eastern Elements collection with brand new artwork. And you can buy the artwork separately or you get it free with the dies. So before we jump into all that, however, let me do the housekeeping. All right, so live shopping here at Highlight Crafts is one of the best things that's ever happened, I think, because you can shop while you watch. So you no longer need to go away from a visual channel to check out your basket and do all of that malarkey. You can literally shop while you watch. It's really cool. So we are live from Monday to Friday, 8 o'clock in the morning till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We're also live from Monday to Thursday from 6 till 7 in the evening. And on a Saturday now, instead of doing 8 till 11, we now do 8 till 1. And Saturdays are a lot of fun, so don't miss out on watching your Saturdays because they are a proper giggle. We just have bacon sandwiches coming in, cups of tea going on, it's great. So you can watch us on your big TV on YouTube. So if that's how you prefer to watch rather than watching on a device, you can absolutely do that. So go into YouTube and you'll find us on there. You can also watch us on Facebook, Instagram, and on our website, which is highlightcrafts.com. So if you're going to shop with us on either of our social platforms, we're going to show you a product and that product will have a code. And all you need to do is type shop and then that code into the comments underneath that video, okay? And that puts that product into a basket for you. That easy. I know, right? If only everything else in life was that simple. Then we're going to send a message to your DMs. I thought they were Doc Martens. My day they were. Apparently they're direct messages and you've got to slide into them to be down with the kids. So we're going to slide into your DMs. And you'll get that message through. Click on that message and there will be a link inside. Click the link, that will take you to our website, which is highlightcrafts.com. Now, if you're brand new to us here at live shopping at Highlight Crafts, there's one thing I need you to do, and it is a need. I need you to open an account, okay? And the reason for that is when you open an account with us, and it's free, which you would expect, it automatically makes you a Club Highlight member, which is also free. And what that means is for no annual subscription whatsoever, you're going to get extra discount off the prices that we're showing you, even when they're slashed already. You're going to get loyalty points for every £1 that you spend. They will be credited back onto your account in a couple of weeks' time, and get your basket to over £35 and you don't pay any postage. Now, if you're not a club member, you don't get those benefits. Your free postage doesn't kick in till it's over £50. So for no pennies, don't have to pay us for anything, you might as well do that. And it works in tiers. So you start off with tier 1. When you join us, you get 5% discount. And then when you spend a certain amount of money, you go up to tier 2 and it works its way up. So it's absolutely brilliant and you don't need to pay for it either. So you can, once you've got to highlightcrafts.com, I want you to log into your account and then check out, because then we know that we give you those extra discounts and points. If you would rather shop directly on the website, you can do that. So go onto there, find the watch live button, click on that, and then the video will appear. Press play, and as soon as that show starts to stream, you will see all of those products down the side of your screen. You then just simply select the ones that you wish to purchase, and they will appear at the top of your screen in a little red shopping bag. When you're ready to log in and check out, you're going to click that shopping bag and that will take you through that login and checkout process. Now, you can also shop ahead. I know we had a few issues with it this morning. However, I've been reassured that it's been sorted out. So if you go onto highlightcrafts.com, there's a banner on the homepage that says Shop Today's Deals. Click on that and that will open up all the products in all the shows. And you can do that from midnight. So midnight tonight, you can shop tomorrow's deals. So yeah, that's how it works. Right, let's say good morning or good afternoon to a few of you. Anne Godfrey, hi, all just joined on my hollybobs. Where are you? That's what I want to know. My son Dill and his little granddaughter have just got back from holidaying in Japan. They loved Tokyo and Kyoto. Love that. Absolutely fabulous. Now, think about this for a scrapbook album for them. How cool is that going to be? What's your weather like where you are today? It's a bit, it's warm, but it's a bit overcast today, which was, Liz Greenwell was looking for a birthday gift, which she found. That's good. Well done, Liz. Now I can use the bags and boxes download to make the wrapping. Brilliant. I love the fact that you're all crafting along while I'm here. Right, I'm going to get stuck in. So I'm going to start. Where do I start? Do I start with this or this? Ooh, that's like cake or ice cream. I want to do both, but I can't do both at the same time. Right, I'm going to start with this. So I'm going to introduce you to the Eastern Elements collection, first of all. So we have brought you this a few times now, and we've got it on a really good price for you. So Shop East, it's $39.99. What's the saving on it, Sam? Should be 64. $84.95. Wow. Okay, so you've got a great saving on this. And the reason that I'm introducing you to this is because we've also got a brand new download for you. So different artwork that works perfectly with this. Now that download, if you want to buy that separately, is $10.99. So I'm going to take $10.99 off that price and you're down to £29 for all of these dies. So let me show you what they're made up of. So first of all, you've got your magnolia frame. This is beautiful. So look how delicate and intricate these little branches are here. Never in a million years did I think we would ever get dies that fine when they first started. Look how fine these hanging down, these little lovely blooms that are just cascading down are. They're absolutely exquisite. And if you've been watching any of the shows with the foil pen, you'll know that you can now go in with your light board and your Craftmaster foil pen and spot foil, which would look wonderful on this. So you're going to get that set of dies first of all. Then, and I love it when we do these kinds of dies, you're going to be able to print off this scene, okay? And then you get the dies. So you get the wibbly wobbly line that cuts across that part, and then that lays over the top of your full picture. You've then got the decoupage of the cherry blossom that's coming in from the side. You've got your two lots of rushes at the side, so your foliage in there as well. You've also then got your little rock there with the tree growing out from behind as decoupage, and you've also got the little building on there as well, so you're going to get all of those. Now when you build it up, this is what you can achieve. How fabulous is that? Look at the depth that you've got on there. Even sticking them flat on top of each other, it still creates that depth slightly, but we've used some pinflair glue gel on there. So that's another set that you're going to get. Look, all of those dies. So you get your wibbly wobbly line, you get a straight one as well. So if you want to cut into that, you can. Or you could use it down here and ground certain elements, but you're getting those dies in here. That's crazy. This is crazy value for money. Then you're also going to get our beautiful characters. So you've got Peace here. And we're going to snip into these and build just some quite basic cards, but just to give you a little idea of how you can use the new artwork with the existing artwork. So you've got Peace there. This is my favourite. I think she's absolutely beautiful. This is Tranquility. Isn't she just gentle? You can almost hear the calm, can't you, when you look at her? And then you've also got the Blossoming Love. Now you can, the way these have been done, you can actually separate her out. So she could be giving a flower to our Peace there because they're facing in opposite directions. So we've done it so they can mix and match the dies, which is great. Right, so that collection right now, $39.99. I'll just show you some inspiration as well because these cards are absolutely beautiful. Look how lovely this is. Using that frame, just cutting it in white first to fill it in and then snipping into those dies. How lovely is that? And the depth that you can get on this is just tremendous. Then we've got one using our construction weight acetate and creating a tunnel card just by creating a concertina. So you've got that on there as well. Isn't that magnificent? They're great, aren't they, these? I love them. This one is absolutely exquisite. Look at that. That's another one of our calves. Isn't that fabulous? And then you've got smaller ones. Look at this little easel here, just as best friends, you know, two best friends. Isn't that fabulous? Then you've got them with this black and gold, which is really quite striking, and very cleverly using the lift and lock floral around the outside edge because it does look very much like the shape of cherry blossom. So if you've got those, you could add those into your designs. And then look at this one. Isn't that magnificent? I love that. They're all very different, even though they're made with the same product. Right, so if you're buying that today for $39.99, you're also going to get all of this brand new artwork, which is so exciting. Look how beautiful these images are. I mean, they're just superb, aren't they? You've got some that come right down to the waterfront. You've got some with the mountains in the background, these beautiful lanterns. And these designs are all about layer on layer on layer on layer of colour, but how exquisitely beautiful are these? Now, if you already own the Eastern Elements collection, you can buy this. The code is Shop Delight and it's $10.99. Okay, so $10.99 will get you that brand new download that will reinvigorate the Eastern Elements collection that you already own. So that's what we're trying to do, bring you one more product that will then reinvigorate everything that you've already got. So if you haven't got the dies, this is going to be part of your collection. I know. So if you're buying this today, you're going to get all of those dies with the artwork that you can download for free. And then you're also going to get this brand new artwork thrown in, which is great, isn't it? This is brilliant. If you're looking for a gift for somebody, this is going to be fabulous. So you're going to get all of those and these. I think the colours in these are just super. And because the artwork in this was quite muted, imagine now putting this over here where you've got that more of that vibrancy of colour. I think the two together are going to work really nicely in harmony. Think about bringing some black in, maybe with your chrome card, if you got that the other day. We've actually got that on the show because we've got a little bit left. So you're getting 18 brand new designs like this, but then look at these. I mean, how beautiful are these? They're just stunning. These as rice papers would look extraordinary. And because, of course, we're bringing you a digital download, it means that you can print these on different mediums. So they could be on your sublimation paper, they could be on your transfer paper, they could be on your printable acetate, they could be on your regular pure print, could be on fabric. So whatever you can put through your printer, these are going to look extraordinary. And then we start to bring in those mountains in the background, the bridge and the buildings in the foreground, all different. But as you saw, and I can't remember what day it was, and I wish I could, but Stephanie showed you how to seamlessly put two different rice papers together. These are going to be fabulous for that. Maybe you bought the big hat boxes from this morning and you want to decorate it with something like that. I mean, that's going to look amazing, isn't it? So you've got all of those and all of these. So you're getting 18 of the original ones and 35 of these. So whether it's you're going to buy the whole kit together, so you're going to get the dies and the artwork with a ridiculously good saving, you would pay $39.99 less $10.99, £29. £29 for that artwork and all of those dies. That is a cracking deal. Okay, so if you haven't got Eastern Elements and you like the look of it, pop that into your basket. Right, let's have a look. Still here for a while, says Alison. If you already have the dies, you can get the new download too. Shop Delight will add it to your basket for just $10.99, less your club discount, says Highlight Crafts. Brilliant. Cloudy here in the northeast of Newcastle upon Tyne. Amanda, yeah, it is here a bit, but the sun keeps trying to get through. Love those magnolia dies. I know, aren't they beautiful? And I'm just going to put this out there. Tomorrow, David has got magnolia moulds. Oh my word. I've already got, I'm on it. I'm absolutely on it because they are beautiful. Are you changing the code? Look.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we got a blue code already?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to type in lace into the comments. We're going to do a spin the wheel. Sure, I think I might give away the cards that I make, Sam.
Yeah,
How about that? Should we do that? Lovely. Question. I've already bought digital magazines 1 to 4. Are these magazine downloads the same ones? Right, so if you've got the digital magazines, yes, the content will be the same. So I'll come to that in a little while, but yes, if you've already got the 1 to 24, you don't need this one. Because what we did when we did the physical magazine, we did it as a digital form. So it was exactly the same artwork, etc., same content in the magazine, but you then got all of the cutting files for all of that. So yes, absolutely. Oh, somebody's answered you. Good morning, Mel. Weather is freezing cold and very windy evening here in Sydney. Wow, we're international, Emily. Look at us, international. Sydney. Wow. Oh, it's your winter, isn't it, when it's coming into our summer? Yeah, I forgot about that. Right, now then. I got let loose in the warehouse. I know. And you know, instead of push me luck, I properly pushed my luck on this one, but I got it. So, and I didn't think I had. I thought this was still going to be £10 more than it actually is. So, while we've got it, make the most of it. Right, so first of all, you're going to get 20 sheets, 20 A4 sheets of your toner sheets. Now, these are just black. So the way that the Tattered Lace foiling machine works is it works with toner from a laser printer. So rather than us printing them in-house, we send them out to a professional print company who just does 20 sheets of black, so you can die cut them, run them through your hot foiling machine with the Tattered Lace foils, and you can make all your die cuts foiled. I know, right? It's brilliant. It really is brilliant. So 20 sheets of that is normally what, Sam? $14.99, did you say? $12.99. Right, so $12.99. Then we've got magazine. This is the only one that we've got left now. Magazine 104. So this is your physical product. This is your actual magazine that you had for issue 104. You've got an embossing folder in there and a die. And then, I'm going to open it up and then I can show you exactly what you're getting. Right, so let's have a look at this. So you get your embossing folder, which is great for men's cards because you've got things like brave, strong, respect, best, kind, dedicated, invincible, fun and powerful and bold. So you get that embossing folder. You then get these dies, which are a little like sports kit. But I'm not sure about the weighing scales. I don't think I like getting on my weighing scales at the moment, but hey ho. You've got a skipping rope, you've got your drinks bottle, your trainers, a little apple and a sports bag. So you're getting those. Then you're also going to get these papers. So you're going to get the artwork for the die itself. You're then going to get the coordinating backgrounds, some textures in there. I mean, look how beautiful that is. Aren't they stunning? And then these ones are the background papers for the, words Melanie, cards, projects that are in the magazine. Got a little bit of Christmas in there if you want to. Oh, that's nice. Wait till you see what I'm going to show you next. Look at that for Christmas. You've got your tropicals in there. You've got dinosaurs. Wow, that's funky, isn't it? I like that. You've got your parakeets. You've got your different foliage in there. Really beautiful papers in this one as well. Look at that. Ombre in there. You've got, oh, I like that. That's gorgeous. Sorry, I'm looking at it myself, aren't I? And then you've got your sentiments in there as well. So those were the backing papers that come with the magazine. Then you've got your magazine. So the first few, well, you've got your introduction from our Becky. You've got inspiration and projects for the free gift that is on the front of the magazine. So you've got all of that inspiration. You get loads of how-tos. So the Tattered Lace magazine was all about inspiration, information and education because it shows you step by step how to make these different projects. Now, you don't have to have these dies to make these projects because you can say, oh, well, I like that idea, but I want to do it with florals, or I like that idea, but I want to do it with tools or cars or whatever it is, or flowers. So you're getting all of that inspiration in here as well with step-by-step instructions, pictures and words, which we like, don't we? And all of this great opportunity to get magazine 104. So you're going to get that included as well. Then you're going to get a set of these nesting dies. Now these, brilliant. You would pay the value of this whole kit just for those dies. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different sizes, card bases, apertures, frames, all of those different ones. Think about your nesting shapes that you've got, whether it's a circle, whether it's a square. You can now make all of these in different frames. You've got your little sentiment plaque in there. You've got a stopper for your easel card in there. So you're getting that full set of dies. This is what I did when I went around the warehouse. I was like, I need that, and that. And then I really did push my luck. I really did push my luck because then you're going to get this set as well. Now, I chose this one because I thought it would be lovely with your toner and hot foiled because it would work lovely with your Eastern elements. But look at this. This is what we call our locking system. So you'll see there's almost like a circle there and then a little notch that circle sits into. So you can cut all 3 of these together as one panel, by using that link system, or they will cut it into your cardstock separately. So you could take one of your nesting dies or even a trimmer and cut these out if you wanted to, but this is all about them being cut into the cardstock. And then you've also got your matte and layer dies in there as well. So the whole thing, all of it, every single piece of it, $17.99. Go, right? $17.99. And that, my friends, is before your club discount. Remember, you're paying $12.99 for that. So for £5, you're going to get your 2 free gifts. You know what? Even if you've got this, get this as a gift for somebody. Maybe do a Secret Santa at Christmas. So all of that lot is costing you. So let's say the magazine is costing you £5, okay? And you get your free embossing folder and your free die. Honestly, seriously, even if you've already got it, you can cut twice as fast with that. Then you're not paying for either of those. That's crazy value for money. Have I got to say? Oh, it should be $62.99. Oh, I did push my luck, didn't I? I really did push it, that one. Right, that one is Shop Toner, $17.99. And I'm sure most of you have the Tattered Lace foiling machine. If you haven't, you will find it on our website, I believe. Is it still in stock, Sam?
Yes, I think we've got a couple left.
Oh, we've got a couple left. Great. Charlene says, going through an Arctic blast here in Australia. Whew. Been very wild weather these past few days with dangerous winds, rain and hail. Good grief. Today was a top of 9 degrees, but felt temperature was 3 degrees. Thankfully, wind has stopped now, but it's so cold and wet for the next 4 days. Well, you know what you do, Charlene, don't you? Stay inside with us. Oh, are we changing it again?
We've had to change it, so if everybody can retype happy in.
Right. We had to change it. Can everybody type retype happy in to the comments, please? Are you cold, Emily? Yeah, you see, you need to get... So Emily's young, tall and very slim. And she's in here now with a 56-year-old woman that's been going through menopause for 14 years. You need to put a cardi on, kid, because this temperature's going to stay like this. Otherwise, I will literally be a puddle on the floor. Charlene says, thanks, Mel, for explaining. Oh, thank you. Diane's just come in with a cardi on.
You sure? Yeah. I'm sure it's shiver. I'm not actually cold.
Oh, you're not? You
Just a little shiver.
Oh!
I'll put it there in case you need it.
See, this is what I like. Diane's just brought a jacket in. Isn't that cute? Diane, have you seen this deal?
I have.
This?
I'm in the comments section.
$17.99.
Oh, this one. I'm not seeing this
Oh,
one.
right. So
Hang on, what am I getting?
you're getting 20 sheets of toner.
Okay, right.
You're getting issue 104 of the magazine with the backing papers and the embossing folder and the die.
Hang on, because that's $12.99.
I know. And then you're getting these 2 sets of dies.
For how many pennies?
$17.99 before your club discount. I did a thing.
You did a thing. Are you doing a thing now? Have I started something?
Oh, you did it. So you're a director, so if you're allowed to do it, I'm allowed to do it. That's the way it
Can't tell
works.
you off for
No, you
doing
can't,
it.
can you? No, you can't. Brilliant.
guys.
There you go. Right. When Charlene says, okay, thanks for explaining about the lock dies. I have them, but didn't know how they work. There you go. Brilliant, right? I feel your pain, Mel. I'm 52 and it's summer every day. I know, right? But this has been going on for 14 years. When's it going to stop? Driving me crazy, honestly. Right. Let me introduce you to this. So, if you, even if you bought the magazines, this is going to be for you because you're going to get all the backing papers that we've ever done in all the magazines as a download, right? So all those papers I've just shown you there, instead of you having to go, oh, I can't use that one because it's too nice. You don't need to do that now. Digital download, rice paper, right? Different printable papers, printable acetate, printable fabric, all those things, transfer sheets. Now all those backing papers you can use with this. So you're going to get, look at all this lot. This is the front cover of every single issue of the Tattered Lace physical magazine that we ever did. 108 of them, I believe. Was that right, Sam? 108?
108, yeah.
108 issues. So if you're stuck for ideas, there were about 40 projects in each one of those magazines. That's a lot of inspiration. And our lovely Nancy, who was our editor-in-chief of Tattered Lace magazine, was all about that. She used to talk about it and say, it's all about inspiration, information, and education. So it wasn't full of blinking adverts. You know, when you had to go, oh, the adverts used to drive me crazy in magazine. Half of the magazine was adverts. Wasn't about that. It was all about those projects and you having the ability to be able to take other dies, but use the concept of that card and make it in a different style. So what we've done is we're giving you all 108 issues as a digital download, and you will also get as a digital download within that every single backing paper that was in there. Now, if there were 10 in a magazine, that's over 1,000 backing papers. But you've got all of those hints and tips from the experts. Well, they call us experts. We're just people who've been crafting for a long time. That's what we are, just like you guys at home. But all of that content and all of those backing papers is just amazing. It's like going on, let's say there was 40 projects in each one, right? 40 projects times 108, that's 1,080, 4,320. I know, Emily, I'm good at maths, aren't I? Do you know how I learned to count like that? Playing darts. All of those projects in there, all of those ideas, hints, tips, how do you fold a card? Why do you do this? How do I do this with my die cutting? All of that. So if you're stuck and you're in a rut and you can't think, you've got that crafty block and it will not go away, and it's really annoying, isn't it, when it hits? This is brilliant. Plus, some of the papers that we did originally were double-sided. So you had to choose. You're getting all those papers as a digital download. So now you don't need to choose, and you can print them off anytime you like. You imagine going to your local craft shop, if you've got one, because there aren't any near us anymore, and they've got this big paper stand with over 1,000 different papers on it. And you go in on Monday and you go, right, I want one of every one of those. First of all, it won't be the price that's on your screen. And secondly, if you went back a week later and said, I've run out of that one, I'm just going to take some more, I think you'd be escorted out of the building. So this is a brilliant opportunity to get inspiration and education and all of those background papers. The code is shop full. It should be £270. It's £30 before your club discount. I know, then you'll get your points back. It's a crazy deal. Don't miss out on that. It's fantastic. I love a magazine, but I don't like a magazine where you open it and it's all adverts. I want to know, I want to get into the nitty-gritty of the detail. Why do we do it like that? What does matting and layering look like? Why does it change? What's the difference between a single mat and a triple disproportionate mat? All those different things you will learn throughout those magazines, all 108 of them. Right, shop full, £30. Now then, baby blue. This little die cutting machine here is a little powerhouse. Now, this was one of the first die cutting machines I ever bought, and I love it. And it still, to this day, sits on my desk at home. I have one on my desk at work. In fact, we all have one on our desks at work, because if we just want to die cut a simple, a little die, we don't want to get the big one out, plug it in and switch it on, etc., etc. This is easy. Forwards, backwards, job done. Or just forwards, whichever you prefer. Inside here, the actual rollers themselves are steel, so it's really strong. You get 2 B plates and an A plate. So your A and your B is for die cutting, your 2 Bs are for embossing, and it's absolutely fabulous. If you haven't got one of these, if you haven't got one of the small little die cutting machines, please get one. I remember years and years and years ago when Cuttlebug came out, remember that die cutting machine from Provacraft? They brought out a little version and it was for children. It was absolutely for children. This, yes, the kids can use it, but this isn't. This is a proper functioning die cutting machine, and we've got it on a superb deal for you. Shop Blue, £27.74 before your discount. That's amazing. Even if you've got one, get another one. Because seriously, that as a deal is crazy bonkers. So Shop Blue, now that's why we had to change it, right? Yeah. Don't forget to type happy into the comments. Shop Blue will get you this into your basket. So literally that's all you need to do, and it will pop itself into a basket for you. Now we also do extended plates for the baby blue. So your regular plates are about that long. These are, I would say, probably twice the length, maybe a little bit shorter, but not by much. Again, you've got your A and your 2Bs. So this is if you've got like border strips, dies that you want to cut, so for longer dies, but also to put more in. Okay, so to put more of them in. The other thing I like about the baby blue is that the mouth, when you've got the plates inside here, can you see there's some wiggle room? So if you've got a die that is slightly wider than these plates, you're going to put your die on top of your card and you're going to tape it in place and you're going to run it through. And then you're going to move that over, so the bit that's already cut comes off the plate a little bit, and the bit that's missed then goes through again and gets cut. It's definitely worth having the extended plates. You don't need them, but if you want to be cutting more at once, maybe alphabets, maybe you've got alphabets on a strip, that's going to be perfect for that. Shop Extend, $14.99. Right, let's have a talk about cardstock and then we're going to go and do a demo. Now yesterday we brought you this as a deal, and I'm surprised there's any left, to be fair, because this is gorgeous. I'm going to use this in my demos. This is our Chrome Luxe, so it has that lovely shine to it. Now you're going to get 10 sheets of each and 6 colours. Look at that, look how beautiful that cardstock is. It's silky smooth, cuts beautifully on your scan and cut. What I would say is please don't burnish it down with your scraper. Use a brayer or something like that. You need something that's soft because you don't want to scratch it. So you're going to get 10 red, 10 of this lovely royal, it's a proper regal blue, that one. You've got 10 of the silver, which isn't high shine, but it's not matte, it's somewhere in between. You've got the black, which is my favourite. I mean, look at that, how reflective is that? It's brilliant. And then you've also got your gold. So 60 sheets of a speciality cardstock for $9.99. Shop Chrome. Please don't miss out on this. If you've already got it, double up and get another one, because I don't know whether we can get this back. Genuinely, there's paper mills closing left, right and centre. This is now the time. And think about Christmas, because you've got black, white, gold, silver, red and blue. So you've got, apart from the blue, which you might not use for Christmas, although I quite like blue for Christmas, you've got all your Christmas cardstock there, matting and layering, all of it. Shop Chrome will get you that one. And then we also have, and this card is beautiful. If you saw any of the scan and cut shows yesterday, this is what I was making the boxes and bags templates out of. And this is a cracking deal. So you're going to get 30 A4. Now this is really difficult to pick up on camera, but when you get it home, you'll see there's a kind of finish to it. It's a bit like when you've plastered a wall, if you've had a plaster in to plaster a wall and it's dried, some of it looks polished, doesn't it? It's a bit like that. So you're going to get 30 A5 sheets. You're going to get 30 12 by 12 sheets. Now I would be expecting to pay probably 60 pence a sheet for this quality. It's a heavy weight, so it's a 280-300 GSM. It's somewhere around that. I would be expecting, literally, that's the kind of price that you're looking at for this quality of card. Then you've also got your A5. Then you're going to get 60 A4. And you're going to get 30 A3. Now, yesterday when we were doing those boxes, etc., I went into the other studio in the afternoon and cut them out the biggest you could get them on a 12 by 24 inch mat, and I used A3. And they were a really, really good size. So if you want this, this is the one that you get the tape with, is it, Sam?
Yeah.
Where you get 18 rolls of tape with it. So I don't know if we've got any under here or not. We do a pack of tape. Can we see if we can grab one? They're probably next door, sorry Sam. But they come in a roll, you'll probably send them because we're selling them for a while. It should be $9.99 a pack. And you get a 1/4 inch roll, a 1/2 inch roll and a 1 inch roll. It's tissue tape, so it's nice and thin. So if you don't want anything bulky, especially if you are making things like your templates, your boxes and your bags, you don't want your tape adding any extra bulk. But there is 84 foot on each roll, and you're getting 18 rolls. That's a lot of tape. So not only are you getting some beautiful quality cardstock, and I'm a proper card snob, give me something flimsy, I'm like, not for me. This is beautiful. Wedding invitations, really good quality for your card bases, die cuts beautifully, wonderful on your scan and cut, I have to say. If when we were doing the scoring yesterday with the blade, it's perfect for that because you need a heavy weight. You're going to get 6 of those as well. and they're worth £9.99 each. I know, right? It's brilliant. Shop a stucco, £29.99 will get you all the card and 6 lots of that. Not 6 rolls, 6 sets of 3. Right, let's go and demo. Come on, come with me. So I thought we'd put a couple of these little cards together, and then we can give them away at the end, can't we? I like this, sitting down. I feel like I'm in your craft room with you. Do you feel like you're in mine with me? I hope you do. I love it. Right, so Sam, will you just keep an eye on the questions for me, love, please? So I've taken that cardstock, right? So the stucco cardstock. Can I just show you how beautifully it scores? Look at it. And I didn't even use a scoreboard. I literally folded it in half. I know I'm a devil, aren't I? But I'm like, I don't need to get another tool out. I'll just do it like that because it's that quality of cardstock. Then I took a piece of our black chroma card, all right? So the one that I've just shown you. And I'm going to use this tape so that you can see how easy it is. The best thing about this is it tears. So you don't need to go and cut your scissors either. Love that. So I'm going to put a piece down there and a piece at the top. Oh, love tape that tears. It's brilliant, isn't it? And then I want to show you how well. Now my tweezers are properly glued up at the moment. I need to sort that out. But look at that. Doesn't stick to you, not like your red liner tape, just comes off. So just press it down. Tweezers are a poker tool underneath. Job done. Now, one thing I will say to you is when you cut into the chrome card, it will have that white edge. I use the Illustrator markers from Creative, a black marker, just to go around that edge because then it makes it look much more professional. So I'm going to open out my card blank and work with it flat. And then I'm just going to hold this over here. Now I'm hovering over, and what I'm looking at is the distance from the top of the black to the top of the cream, and on the left and on the right. And I'm making sure that I've got the same amount. The other good thing about this is if you get it in the wrong place, it'll come off. So I'm going to hold it, I'm going to hover, and I'm going to make sure that I've got that in the middle of that card blank there, okay? And then that's our first matte layer. And anything that you put on black, it will make it pop. I've cut down part of one of this. So if you look at this here, I've just cut it down to work like that. So I've still got all this left. So if I want to make a coordinating tag, something like that, I've got the opportunity to do that as well. So this is just going to go flat on top of here. I mean that with a sentiment on. I'm not being funny. Better than the cards that you get in the shops, aren't they? If you make and sell for charity or even for your own personal gain, which you're allowed to do, and I'll tell you something, I've never met another crafter like Stephanie. She is happy for you to even die cut the elements and sell the die cuts. I don't know anybody else that does that. That's amazing. 100% of the chrome is now allocated and in people's baskets. Please don't miss out. Check your baskets out. Now look at this. I've got a ridge there. Don't know whether you noticed it then, but I've got a ridge in my tape. Because it's tissue tape, you can flatten it out. It's a brilliant product. And you're getting 8 rolls. So that would be, let's say it's £10 or £80, so £79.94. And you're getting all that cardstock for £29.99. Brilliant. And you know what? I'm sure you're like me at home. When I see a deal on the boring stuff, do you know what I mean? Whether it's craft or whether it's in the supermarket, when you see a deal on dishwasher tablets, fabric softener, you know, that kind of thing, washing up liquid, get it while it's on a deal, because it's boring, isn't it? But it means that you can spend more on the lovely stuff. Yes, my love.
Wendy says she misses the shows, Mel, when you used to tell the cards from make the cards from the reflections and tell a story.
Oh yeah, I tell a story all the time. Do you? Well, we'll have to do more of that then, won't we? See, the thing is, I'll tell you why. Because every time we bring out a new die collection, Stephanie's like, I guessed it. And she's right, and I'll tell you why, because that lady, honestly, she works tirelessly. She never stops. And she doesn't get to craft very often. You imagine being in a job where you're surrounded by all this lovely product and you don't get to use it very often, especially when she's been part of the design team. And so I'm always like, yeah, I know, I get it. We'll have to do that. What I really want to do, but you know, as a business, it has to be commercial, doesn't it? But I'd love to do a scrapbook course with you all because I'd love it. Maybe one day we'll get to do it. I think that would be really nice, but we've got to get all the products right first for that as well. But yeah, I like telling the stories too. My mum had this imagination. I remember one summer, Matthew would have been about, I think it was when I was poorly, so Matthew would have been about 4 or 5, probably not even that actually, probably about 4, and I bought him one of those pump action water pistols. So my mum came round to pick him up. Yeah, it must have been before I was poorly because I was still at work. My mum came round to pick him up, and as I opened the door, he just blasted him with this water pistol. She sulked for 3 days because I hadn't got her one. So I had to go to the toy shop and buy her one. And I walked back up the hill from work because I worked literally at the bottom of the road. And I walked back up to pick Matthew up from work and pick him up from my mum's. And they were fighting in the middle of the street. She was Captain Hook. Matthew was Peter Pan. Little girl over the road was Tinkerbell. It was hilarious. My mum's imagination was amazing. That's where I get it from. So yes, Wendy, hopefully we'll get to do a little bit more, because that would be lovely. I do miss doing this bit. I love presenting though, I have to say. I do like it, and I love it when we do either on our own or together. I mean, we do have a lot of fun, I'm not going to lie. It is hilarious, especially when it's me and David or Stephanie. She's funny, very funny. Yeah, people are asking if she's feeling any better. Honestly, not really. She's now got a double ear infection and is on antibiotics, but this is typical. It's not funny either, but it's ironic. So went to the doctors, got the prescription that she needed, got the magazine. She didn't get the magazine, she got the medication for the gout, and you can't take the antibiotics for the ear infection with the medication for the gout. I'm like, what? How does that even happen? Anyway, so yes, so she's not feeling very well at all, but she's still here and she's still going despite telling her to go home. I know she's listening. She'll be like, stop telling everybody my secrets. I'm outing you, Stephanie, because I need you to rest. Right, now then, so we've got the matte layer, and I've used the stucco card and just cut that frame out, and then I can put foam behind it, which instantly, this becomes the foreground and that becomes the background. Then you also get this, which is absolutely beautiful, and I'm just going to tuck that underneath there like that, so it's just coming down, so it's bringing those flowers from the top up, or you could have them growing up like this. Actually, I quite like that. Right, we'll decide in a minute. No, I'm going to put it at the top. Do what you think you were going to do. This is when we get distracted, you see. You should see me now. I'm out there playing with that download from this morning with David, which was absolutely beautiful. I'm going to try and get it added to my show tonight at 6 o'clock, because we've managed to source some grey board for you. So I'm bringing you a show with that tonight. So I'm hoping that you can join me there as well. Now on this, I'm not going to stick it flat. I'm going to let it have that little bit of movement on the card itself. And then you also get these extra little pieces, and these are great because it means that instead of it just being contained within that frame, you can make it look even more realistic. So this one, because it's facing to the right, the flowers are facing to the right, I would probably put on this side. I quite like that. And to shape it, you can just literally go in with your fingers. You don't need any special tools for that. We sell you tools when you need them for something, not, you know, you can do it with your fingers if you want to. Of course, you can use an embossing ball tool if you want, but it's not a necessity. Okay, it's not a need. So I'm going to pop that in there, and I'm not going to worry about that being a little bit not stuck down flat, because I want that movement. And then I'm going to pop this one there, I think, because it just needs a little bit of width round here. So let's stick that one down there, and I'm just using my Pinflair bookbinding glue here because it's a very low water content. If you go to liveshopping.vip, check out Pinflair's brand shop, you'll find it in there. Then I've got this little piece here, and I'm almost tempted to, let's see what it looks like there. It's okay, but I think I might like it there. I like that. So because I'm working with a rectangular shaped card, I can create height this way and it follows the line. So if this was square, I'd keep it quite contained, but because it's rectangular, I'm going to pull this up and just add that extra level of height to it. Okay, so we've used our brand new artwork and we're using our reflections for the dies. That's a cracking deal, that, guys. You know, if you haven't got this, maybe today is the time that you treat yourself. And then I'm going to pop these two little characters just on there, and I'm actually happy with that. So I'm going to take some 3D glue gel. I'm going to add a little bit of curve into this, and then I'm going to add a little bit of curve into her as well. And I'm going to take my 3D glue gel. And I like using glue gel for stuff like this rather than foam tape because I want that movement in it. And when you've got foam tape, the level of it will all be the same. When you've got something like glue gel, you can make him, by adding quite a nice blob of it, just come forward. So now it looks like she's slightly set back from him. And then what we can do is we can decoupage from there. So if I was going to decoupage her, I'm going to cut away his hand there. I'm going to take away her arm. Well, that sounds quite radical, doesn't it? But it is just a piece of card. Somebody once said that to me. Because I was always just saying, if you don't get it right first time, it's just a piece of card. Someone said to me, I'm going to put that on your headstone. But I have also had a lot of people come up to me in shows and said, you know what, when you said that, I thought, you know what, she's right. It is just a piece of card. So if it doesn't work out right, it's fine, isn't it? Learning. Right, so I'm going to pop that over there. So I've just cut away her arm there, and then the next one you could cut just to dress or take her head off. That sounds really bad, doesn't it? But there, very, very quick, very simple, but using all the products that we've got on the show today. Right, don't forget to be typing in happy. Do I need to recap anything, Sam?
Yeah, do you want to recap
The tattered lace?
the bundle? Yeah.
And then we'll try and get another card in. Is that all right? Right, let's go and do that then. Because I want to try and get the other one done as well. I want to show you how the original artwork and the new artwork works really well together. Right, so the bundle. This is a deal and a half, this, guys. Honestly, you need this in your life. If you haven't got Eastern Elements already, you're going to get the following. So you're going to get the Magnolia frame, the one you've just seen me use, with all the extra little decoupage elements and the blossom. You're then going to get the Cherry Blossom Rise, and this is a brilliant, brilliant one because you get the full picture, and then you get a piece of artwork and a wibbly wobbly die that cuts across the mountain. You also get a straight one, so you can do more layers of this if you want to. So you download that, cut it out. Then this is what it will look like. So then that's your decoupage layer, but then these are your decoupage layers for this. So you can create a whole picture just from that one set of dies and that download, which is free to download. Then you're also going to get your characters in here. So Peace, Tranquility and Blossoming Love. So all of that is going to cost you $39.99. But here's the thing. We've done some brand new artwork for you. Diane's done this. I know, she's good, isn't she? So all of this artwork, look how beautiful these are. Aren't they wonderful? So you've got different colorways with different designs, but all with that beautiful Eastern element design to it. So the original artwork was quite pale and delicate and gentle. This is adding that pop of colour, and I love these papers. These on rice paper would look absolutely beautiful. So you're getting all of those, 18 of them in those colourways. So you're getting this. This download is worth $10.99 by itself, and it's available by itself if you want it. So if you've already got the dies and you want this separately, absolutely you can shop that. Then we've got these. These are absolutely glorious. Look how stunning these are. They're so gentle, but they're a little bit deeper in colour than the originals were. So they harmonise, but they also stand out on their own as well. I mean, look how beautiful these are. An aperture with this behind it. Then so an oval, for example. So that would then be your aperture in your project, and then you build your picture through it. They're absolutely gorgeous. Please don't miss out on this deal. Now, if you are buying the dies for $39.99, you're going to get the download included, worth $10.99. So you take that off, you're down to £29 for all of those dies. That one by itself would have been $29.99. So you're not paying for all of those and you're getting the download included. That's a brilliant deal. Absolutely brilliant deal. And then I've got my deal. Excited about this one. Oh, no, I need to go through this. If I don't get the other card done, I might send it out as homework to the person that wins. That might be quite nice, hey? Right, so we've got a toner pack. So a pack of toner sheets that you can die cut and then run them through with the foil through your hot foiling machine. So through your Tattered Lace machine, the one that works with toner. That's going to be brilliant with that. You're getting issue number 104 of the Tattered Lace magazine with the background papers and the embossing folder and the actual die itself. And then you're getting these two sets of dies. I don't know how I got away with this one, but I did. So the little links there go into the little notches there. So you could have that one with that one, that one with that one, that one with that one, or a combination of all three. So you've got loads and loads of different options on there. And I chose that one because I thought it would look lovely foiled. And then you're also going to get a full set of nesting dies, but with these beautiful outside edges. So these are now your apertures, your card shapes, your mats and layers, your frames. Add in a circle die into the middle of it, change it completely. Add a square, plain square into it, changes it again. So you're getting all of that. I can't believe I'm saying this. $17.99. $17.99. That's crazy. Right, come with me. I'm determined I'm going to get this card, and even if we just lay it out, because I want you to see this. I'm going to try and do it upside down, so this will be fun. Oh, Emily says she's really sorry about the wonky camera. It's just it has a moment, doesn't it? Will it not fix itself? It's having a play, Sam. Right, so I'm just going to carry on, because you can see what I'm doing, can't you? You see what I'm doing? Where's she going? You see, our Sam will fix it. Go on. I know, we've gone wonky, Hannah.
Oh, it has gone wonky.
It's gone wonky.
Have mine. Mine works.
There you are.
It might be, hold on.
Oh, that was a bit close up, Sam. Don't do that to me. That's not good.
Sorry, everyone. Let me just, sorry, it's going to be a bit weird.
Like, we've got 1 minute, 58 seconds.
Well,
there you go. Are we on it?
Oh. Hannah
Worse
gave
than
in.
it was before.
Down.
Hannah.
Oh.
It's worse than it was. Right, so same stucco card. Right, let's get in here. Oh, no, it's not fixed it, Hannah. You made it one upside down.
Oh, God, it's all good.
I have a lot of words that I can't say right now. Oh, we've got the ceiling. I've got top of Mel's head. I mean, really? Go away. Right, stucco cardstock again, black chrome. This is the new artwork cut down. I'm determined I'm going to get this in. This is the original artwork where you build, honestly, that girl comes in and causes chaos, where you build all your different scenes. So you can have the cherry blossom coming in across the top, okay? You could also have the cherry blossom coming out of here as well, but you also get all these little pieces. So where's my pieces? Here. You've got the little building there. You've then also got, where am I? Ooh, all of this lot going on. I've got this bit here, my little rock at the front. Then I've got my little grasses that are at the front of that. Then you're going to get this one, which is going to sit down there and snuggle into that corner. And you can build this up, or you can stick it on flat, or you can save it for something else. And then, draw a winner. And then we're just going to pop these on here like that, and that could be your card. Super, super easy, because you've got the dies, you've got the quality cardstock, the beautiful artwork, and I love the fact that the original works with the new. It's lovely, isn't it? Right, I'm going to put all this into a bag, and I'm going to send it to the winner with this card as homework. How about that? That's good, isn't it? Let's do that. Right, Sam, have we drawn a winner?
The winner is Rosemary Carter.
Rosemary Carter.
But it has messaged everybody, so I'll sort something out. Sorry.
Okay, I'll let you deal with that one.
I'll deal with that one.
Sam will deal with that one. It's messaged everybody. The joys of technology, right? When it works, it's brilliant. When it doesn't, it's rubbish. And then Hannah gets in the mix and anything could happen. I'll see you at 6 o'clock. Have fun. Bye.